Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Sunday vlog. So, today, well, in fact, firstly, welcome back, because obviously there wasn't one of these last weekend. Apologies for that. I was at Hyper Japan, so instead I had another video for you guys, which, by the way, if you haven't checked out, basically I was doing something for Nintendo, and I went down to their offices to play Splatoon against Sakaguchi, or Tsubasa Sakaguchi, who is the developer and co-director for Splatoon. So if you guys haven't seen that, do make sure you check it out. I'll leave a link to it in the description box down below. It's really cool because it was like a chance for me to do something different. You know, obviously generally speaking, I just do like the gaming videos for you guys, so you know, a lot of voiceover, editing and things like that. But this was the first time I'd actually done an interview, which was really cool because obviously it's, you know, when you kind of sort of do stuff to camera, it's a you know, it's a kind of a different ball game. And obviously when you're in your own environment, when you're at home, you can kind of edit it as much as you want. But obviously when you're suddenly interviewing someone and the camera's on, you're just like, bam, right, I need to try and not make mistakes. I mean, obviously you can still edit it, you know, there's no like pressure or anything like that, but still, it's one of those things where you want to try and look pro and whatnot. So yeah, either way, I think it kind of turned out really well. I was really pleased with the results. Nintendo liked it. It was really fun to play against Sakaguchi as well. I was so close to winning, although I probably just kind of gave you a spoiler. Anyway, yes, I basically did a speedrun against him and then did some Q&A. So that was last Sunday's video while I was away. So if you guys have seen it, let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought of it. And if you haven't, then it'd be really awesome if you could go and check it out, because as I say, it's sort of like a new thing for me and something I'm probably going to start trying to do a little bit more in the future. For example, when I go to like Gamescom this year, then I'll obviously try and meet some developers and try and do some more interviews. Just means it's kind of like a different sort of strand of content that I can bring you guys. So just some, you know, some more stuff. You get to sort of see me doing stuff and just sort of, you know, a different angle and whatnot. And plus you get to find out things you wouldn't normally find out, obviously, if I'm interviewing people. So yeah, that's something else, but that is not the topic for today's video. Quick note on t-shirts. T-shirt campaign has now finished. Thank you to all you guys that bought the t-shirts. They have now gone to print, and they will also be dispatched very, very soon. So hopefully within the next couple of weeks you'll be getting yours. If you guys are in America, then you'll actually get yours before me because it's coming from America. So I'll probably have mine in, you know, 3 weeks, something like that, whereas you guys will get them sooner. So if you do get them, make sure you tweet me, make sure you send me a picture, because I really want to sort of see you guys rocking the Arekkz gaming t-shirt, because then I can sort of make a little collage and kind of just sort of like tweet it out and be like, you know, thanks to you guys, because you know, you guys are awesome. But plus, I just really hope you like the t-shirt. Hope it comes out really well. I'm really hoping, because obviously Teespring, you know, they print it after you kind of complete the campaign. So hopefully it comes out looking exactly like the picture, and if it does, then it'll be super awesome. But yes, anyway, so yeah, you guys will get them very, very soon. I'll try and update you, of course, once I get like my shipping details, but I do know for a fact that they have, you know, obviously it's completed and they have gone to print. So yeah, should be soon. Anyway, on to the actual topic of this video. You guys are probably like, when are you going to get to the giveaway? Because obviously it's in the title. Yes, there's a giveaway. I said to you guys back in my 100k subscriber video that I wanted to do some giveaways, try and give back to you guys. So I am going to, this week, be doing a Destiny giveaway. I'm also lining up a Monster Hunter related giveaway, probably that in the next couple of weeks, because I want to firstly do the Destiny one now. I don't want to kind of do all the giveaways in one video because it just gets kind of confusing and stuff. Plus I'm still kind of sorting out what I'm going to get you guys from Capcom for the kind of Monster Hunter stuff. So onto the Destiny giveaway. What am I giving away? The answer is not one, but two of these. These are the limited edition version of Destiny. There's one for Xbox One, in fact that's the PS4 copy. There's one for Xbox One, one for PS4. So this is the kind of like super limited, you know, you can't really get these anymore. These are like really hard to find anyway. Shout out to Henry Clay and Activision for sending these to me so that I can send them to you guys. Really, really appreciate the support. But yes, these are what I'm going to be giving away. Now, for those of you that haven't kind of seen these before, if I flip it over and kind of hold the camera for a second, you'll see that it basically comes with pretty much everything that came in the Ghost Edition minus the Ghost. So you get the massive kind of galaxy map, you get the Steelbook, you get the expansion pass, which means if you've not got Destiny already, this will also give you the Dark Below and the House of Wolves. You get like a book about sort of like all the weapons. You get some really nice kind of high quality postcards with some like really nice art on. There's also like another book there. Plus you also get the Ghost casing, which, you know, a lot of you guys have said in my video, how have I got a red Ghost? It's because it comes from either the Ghost Edition or this one. So in game you get a digital Ghost, which means you're the, you know, one of the very few people that actually has a different Ghost shell. You also get a special player emblem, and you also get the player ship variant, which is like a black ship with like yellow on it. Looks really cool. So yeah, that is what you get. So this is a great way if you guys are sort of like, you know, new to Destiny, or you know, you're looking to get into Taken King, or maybe you're still a Destiny player and you just like really want the collector stuff. Either way, this is really, really good, and it will set you up nicely for when the Taken King comes out, because if you get this, then with the expansion pass, it will allow you to do everything you need to do to get your moments of triumph, meaning you can go through Crotus and Raid, you can go through Vault of Glass, you can go through Prison of Elders, you can do all the content up until the Taken King. Obviously, you'll need to buy the Taken King yourself because this does not come with that, but still, it's a really good price. So, this and this I'm going to be giving these away to you guys. They can go anywhere in the world. They are European versions of the game, but obviously PS4 and Xbox One are region free, so it will still work. So, you know, if you guys are in America, in Australia, wherever you are, you can still win this. I'm not going to restrict this by region. I'll post it to you wherever you live in the world, provided you have an address and a post box. Otherwise, I don't know how I'm getting it to you. Anyway, so how do you win these? Well, basically, what I want you to do is I want you to tweet me. The competition is going to be over on Twitter, so for some of you guys that normally comment saying, sorry, I don't have a Twitter account, it's super easy to set up, and if you do want to win this, you know, literally in about 10 seconds you can have a Twitter account just to enter this competition if you want to. So you obviously need to be following me on Twitter and obviously also be subscribed on YouTube. But what I want you to do, super simple, basically tell me within the 140 character limit on Twitter what you're most excited for about the Taken King. Now, the Taken King obviously releases September 9th this year. It's the next massive expansion for Destiny. It's going to contain loads and loads of awesome stuff, story missions, weapons, armor, new subclasses, loads and loads of crazy things. There's loads of really cool things to talk about. So I basically want you to tell me what you are most looking forward to in the Taken King. And then what you also need to do is make sure in that tweet you include the hashtag DestinyArekkz, that's on screen right now, followed by the hashtag for your console of choice. So for example, just to sort of give you an idea so you can kind of understand how it would work, if I were to kind of enter this myself, I would tweet something saying like, I'm looking forward to the new Hunter subclass because I want to fire a bow and I want to be like Robin Hood, hashtag DestinyArekkz, hashtag Xbox One. Now you need to put the second hashtag because there are obviously only two versions, so you need to enter for the version you want. I don't want to kind of like have two people win and then both want the same console, so this way if you want to win for Xbox One, you need to enter the Xbox One competition, and if you want to win for PS4, you need to enter the PS4 one. So basically, at the end of your thing, you need to include two hashtags. It needs to be DestinyArekkz followed by Xbox One, or DestinyArekkz followed by PS4. Either one is fine, and then within those character limits, tell me what you're most looking forward to. Now do bear in mind that I will be choosing a random winner from the best answers. So don't just say to me, I like Destiny, or I want to win because I never win anything. That's not going to get you a win. What I'm basically going to do is take the most inventive answers, the best answers, and then choose a winner randomly from those ones. So if someone's like, you know, I want to be like a flaming Thor or run around like smash people with my hammer, versus someone that says, I never win anything, I want to win. You know, you're not going to win. You're going to win because the person with the like inventive answer obviously kind of actually told me what they're looking forward to in the Taken King. So it's super simple, really, really simple. And I will also put the instructions in the description box down below, just in case you want to see it in writing to make it slightly more clear. But basically, yeah, just tell me what you're excited for about the Taken King, followed by those two hashtags, and obviously choose the console that you want to enter for. And it's that simple. What I will then do is I'll give you guys a week to enter, and then next Sunday, in next Sunday's vlog, I will draw the two winners in the videos, and then from there you'll know who won. So you've got a week to enter. So think about your answer. Don't just suddenly sort of, you know, spam this first, because it's not going to be, you know, the first person to answer wins. So think about your answer. Make sure you kind of like have a really cool idea and, you know, what you're really looking forward to. And that is pretty much it. Also, when you are using those hashtags, make sure you spell them correctly, because the hashtags are my way of finding your answer. Because if loads and loads of you guys enter, what I'm basically going to do is just click on the hashtag and use that to kind of filter all your answers. So if you spell it wrong or you don't use it, then it means I won't see your answer and therefore your entry won't be valid. So make sure you do that, make sure you check it, make sure the spelling's correct, make sure it's kind of used in the right way, and then that's it. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's all I want to do for the vlog today. Basically want to say again, thank you to you guys. Obviously that's your chance to win one of these ones, which is super, super awesome. Get you ready for the Taken King. Also, again, just a note about t-shirts. Obviously they will hopefully be on the way very, very soon. And that's pretty much it. So yes, I will catch you guys next week. Obviously there'll be plenty more videos coming your way. Plus I do have another video dropping later on today, another Monster Hunter Cross video. Yeah, make sure you check that one out this evening after the stream. But aside from that, thank you very much for watching. Take it easy. Catch you next time. Peace out.